Primetime, that's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime, primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.,
I reduced my toilet paper down to 3 squares.
Matt Hayes,
Big asses and big thighs, yeah.
and Leon Searcy.
Bringing you love, peace, and soul.
Oh, yeah. Get it going, man. It's cold. It is cold. And we are indoors, so we are thankful for that. We always say that as much as we complain, we got to recognize those that are out there getting it done in this cold weather. The number of people that saw snow yesterday, we want to hear from you if you are a prime timer, a nooner, because it was cold yesterday in the high 20s here across North Florida. So if you guys experienced snow, witnessed it, have proof of it, you can hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010. How cold was it, Big Sirs?
It was cold, bro. Absolutely. A little disappointed I didn't get any frost. I was looking forward to at least some frost on the car.
None of it, huh?
None of it.
Snow was not reported in Jack's Beach, but it was reported.
It was not, but I woke up, I guess it was Sunday morning, no cold water in my faucet.
Yeah. So did your pipes freeze?
The cold water line did, yeah.
Wow. So
hot water line was fine. Cold water line,
you're supposed to leave it what?
Yeah, leave it dripping, right? Yeah, just barely dripping. And
it's an old wives' tale.
I don't know. Obviously, it was proven correct.
I did the outdoor shower. I've turned that one on just to let it drip, just to make sure since it was outside. But all your pipes are underground. At least most of them are for the newer houses. The older houses, you got exposed pipes.
And they're all connected.
Yeah, and that's maybe what you're talking about.
Having an outdoor shower, that's a nice flex.
Yeah, it
is a nice flex.
I respect that.
By the way, in that outdoor shower, do you know?
Oh yeah, I'll drop trowel.
Wow.
Really?
Hope you got a big gate.
Full disclosure. Mine's in the what's the line that I think I even use this with Duval Fence. Fences make great neighbors.
Right, but at the end of the day, you're still going in the shower.
No, I just thought you were just saying if I was just naked out there.
Oh, you're asking,
do you relieve yourself in the shower?
No.
Because I had a friend of mine who did that one time in the health club of all places.
That's just
it was like screaming that they all go to the same place.
I don't suffer
that all the drains go to the same place.
Isomycetosis or anything like that. But Hicken will pee in his pool. I know that.
Leon, you're looking like
no. I'm saying he has every right to do it if he does now.
Yeah,
it's his.
My house. I'll pee where I want.
But in my backyard, I don't have a stitch of grass. It is all hardscape,
right?
And my
that's interesting.
Yeah, my
how do you do that?
My Southwest greens, I've got just beautiful turf back there.
Right,
I got pavers.
Yeah.
I got
you got the putting green in your backyard.
Yes, I got the whole setup.
He's flexing right now, Jim.
You
got an outdoor shower, putting green. What else you got? You got a badminton. What else?
Well, obviously a pool.
Yeah, I wish, but the one funny
you
thing,
don't.
Oh no.
So what's the point of having an outdoor shower if you don't have a pool?
Well, this is the thing.
They go to the beach.
Yeah, we're a half mile from the beach.
Yeah, the even bigger flex.
And so
I'm so dumb. So my poor mind can't even comprehend living by the beach.
So Em and Lim, the little babies, they'll come from the beach, and they always use it as an excuse to drop by Nona and Pop's house, and they say we need to shower outside, and so they'll go out there and just get all whatever, start running around.
That's nice.
Yeah, being crazy, and
no sand in the house.
None. And then next door, Big Vic did put in a pool. And so you got swimming over there, golf on my side, fire pit, the whole deal.
Love that.
And so Big Vic discovered his outdoor shower, which now has that enclosure around his for a little more privacy because his is kind of around to the side of the house. So he's got to make sure that he is inside a little enclosed area. All right, so just let us know.
Do you have like the half wooden enclosure or 3/4 wooden, or do you have like an actual curtain in yours?
No, it's just open. It's just out.
Yours wide open.
Yeah, just right out of the back of the house.
Wide open.
Yeah.
You built it? Did you buy it? Built it? Did
yeah,
you
we
build
built our house. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's why you can keep looking at it like I could do this.
I say that's impressive because my auntie Sarah, I always talk about auntie.
Yeah.
She got a 1-bedroom apartment out in her backyard that she built with an outdoor shower.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, she built.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and I bet auntie designed it and everything.
Yes, of course she did.
She's got like a curtain and stuff though, right?
Oh yeah, she's got all that.
She's not like Joe dropping trowel so everyone can see.
Little privacy. But I am not like Hicken. If I did have a pool, I don't know that I would be in the pool. I'm not sure about that, but Hicken will. He'll
Really?
Oh yeah, he fully admits it. He's
No
Chlorine.
comment from me.
Chlorine
No
kills.
comment.
Chlorine
What do you mean, no
kills.
comment from you. That's an admittance right there is what that is. Is it not?
I've done lots of things in the pool. Let's just say.
oh yeah. All
See,
right.
I would have
so
expected that from Joe, JJ,
Yeah.
not you.
you never know.
That response.
He can be saucy too. All I did was check the box. Yes, when he said it. All right. So it's Super Bowl week.
Mm-hmm.
You survived a weekend without professional football, which is not easy to do. You had the Senior Bowl on Saturday. I know you were looking forward to the Pro Bowl yesterday, but it's tomorrow night. So it will take place in flag fashion tomorrow night. They even have a field that they named the National Football League up there in Santa Clara. So we'll get into all the things around the Super Bowl this week. We'll invite some nooners to jump on and get on the prop bet sheet that I've got. JJ will have a list of them, and we'll ask some listeners to jump in and have a little fun. And basically, we'll give you 3 prop bets. You got to get them all right to get in the drawing, and then we'll draw a few winners and make sure we hook up some folks with just some of my beer swag. I like to give it out, and Matt the Corona Cat's already let me know he's got some coolers and whatnot, so we'll try and hook you guys up. But we'll do that throughout the week. But coming out of this past weekend, you had the Senior Bowl. You had a lot of hoops over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, with big-time performances, including the Gators as they took care of the Tide yesterday in the O'Connell Center. So that was a big one that we will definitely look in on. But let's hit at that right now, just to kind of get us rolling in the football world.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
FSU fans, say it with me. Mike Norvell is going to
Call plays.
call plays.
Because Gus Malzahn got out of Dodge.
Yeah.
He
So
retired.
he was an offensive coordinator by trade when he came in. I believe he was a play caller in Memphis.
He was.
And he came in and had offensive coordinators with him his entire time in Tallahassee. But I believe up until Gus, he was the primary play caller, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I know you had other guys. The
Alex was there, but Alex wasn't really the play
right,
caller.
and he may have still been the primary play caller game day, but then you would see Norvell intervene, and then of course you had the other guys, the Dillinghams of the world that have come through there.
He's going down with the ship.
What do you think?
He's going down there with the ship. He's going out swinging.
Yeah,
You're gonna go.
You're going to go. You got to go.
You gotta go.
You got to go out your way,
yourself,
bro.
man.
Go.
Well, I want to know what Noel fans think about it, and we need to get into the Gus.
And yeah, why do you think that happened right now after the portal closed? Like, do you think that he was planning on doing
might
this,
have known
but they said, "Hey, don't do that because people are going
Of
to
course,
jump ship"?
Of
or-
course,
Of
100%.
Okay,
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
You don't think Ashton? You think Ashton Daniels would have stayed at Florida State had he known Gus wasn't going to
that's
be there?
nasty
That
stuff.
is. He mastermind that, bro. Come on now.
And you usually have to do that to protect and make sure that you don't lose anything. And I get it. It's not necessarily the classiest thing to do, but if you feel like whatever it is that you're doing in terms of the type of offense that you're going to run, then it shouldn't hurt at all. Letting
It's a
him
little
announce
diabolical, to be
afterwards.
quite honest with you, because you got a lot of offensive guys who will come in there because of Gus Malzahn and the way he calls the offense. So,
That is
now,
true.
2 quarterbacks out of the portal this go around.
Hmm.
And I'm assuming that they got him because they play like in the Gus system. And now, I mean, like
Ashton
Norvell's
Daniels is perfect for that
Norvell's offense isn't the same as Gus Malzahn's.
system. He
No.
says it's going to be very similar.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah, and you wonder if Norvell gleaned anything off of Malzahn's style of play calling.
Well, he's
or
always had
the
a
play
run.
sheet. He's a,
If he's had a dual threat guy, he's had a running quarterback. So it's not like you're not going to get a quarterback who not only can run the ball but will get outside and throw the ball. That's what he's always had.
Mhm.
So I don't think that's going to change. I mean, will he run it as much as Malzahn or like Malzahn? I don't know. We'll see. I would think it's going to be very similar because you're too late right now to change this thing.
yeah. All right. So read just a little bit from the Malzahn letter that he posted on X, and like JJ said, is there anything to it? For
No,
him-
I mean, he said after 35 years, 15 high school, 20 college, I'm grateful for the unbelievable journey God has allowed me to walk.
that's a lot, honestly. Just-
Time for me to step away from coaching.
yeah. Just that first part, though, that many gigs.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, as far as gigs,
Yeah.
my gosh, I could pull up his Wikipedia page and, excuse me, Grokpedia page, and you
So he says,
As long as you don't go to Babypedia. I'm just trying to
Just
make
like-
sure that you don't get your
Go to what?
nothing. I was just trying to make you mentioned it before. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
no, what'd you say? It was?
Babypedia. I'm just trying to make sure that you
Babypedia.
separate them.
Okay.
That's all.
I don't know. Started out at Hughes High School. Then he went to Shiloh Christian in Arkansas. Then he went to Springdale High School in Arkansas. Then he went to Arkansas. I remember that with Houston Nutt in 2006. And everybody was saying it was all his. He's the reason they were so good. And
That's how he got the Red Wolves job.
he's the reason they went to the SEC championship game. And he should be the coach, and Houston shouldn't. Then he goes to the Tulsa job, co-coordinator job. Then he takes the Auburn offensive coordinator job. Wins the Natty, by the way.
Yeah.
In 2010 with a guy named Cam Newton. Then he gets his first head coaching job at Ark State. Year later, head coach at Auburn from 2013 to 2020. Then he takes the
Wow, he was there that long.
yeah. Then he takes the beat Nick 3 times. Then he takes the UCF job, 21 to 24. By the way, got fired at Auburn. Takes the UCF job. Got out of Dodge UCF where he got fired.
He also went to a national
to Florida
title
State.
Yeah.
And
and-
lost.
Yeah, in 13.
In
with
13.
a pretty average team.
and
They were good though. They were good on
They go-
offense.
yeah.
they were really good on
what was
offense.
their
A
line?
very average quarterback play, I should say.
Their Miles Jack wasn't down was 13 seconds. Right there to the end. and
So
Benjamin
okay, so I
catches
understand what
the
you're
winner.
saying. Average quarterback. He was a perfect
Nick
quarterback for the
Marshall.
system.
Nick Marshall,
right?
yeah.
Perfect
Which,
Nick
former
Marshall.
Jack.
Yes, a
Yeah.
perfect quarterback for
Yeah.
the system.
And he was for him.
Oh
exactly.
my gosh, perfect.
And the other thing is that he was able to just like you can give Herb. Let's carry this conversation in the next seg. But you can give Herb and a handful of guys credit for a lot of spread ideas and the way offenses have unfolded in the college football world. Malzahn definitely deserves some credit as well. All right, we'll kick on that front and then get back to the Super Bowl. But you guys jump in 641-1010 on Mokama Beer Company Monday. We would love for you to drop on by Mokama, their tap room in beautiful Fernandina Beach, South 8th Street, or pick some up if you are out and about shopping for some local brews, some great craft. You will find it Target, Publix, ABC, Total Wine, whatever it might be. Check out Mokama.
XL Primetime. Driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies.
Hey, what's happening? This is Hall of Famer Brian Dawkins.
Intercepted. Ryan Dawkins, the greatest free safety in the game.
You are listening to 1010 XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. The big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than with Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. This week, Prize Picks has a special max discount for the big game. Drake May needs just one passing yard for the max discount to win. Just add another player to your lineup, and if your pick hits, you cash in. It's just that simple. And now, Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. At Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. You can choose Flex Play and get paid even if one of your picks misses, or Power Play for the biggest payouts. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code 1010XL and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
I'm Carl. I'm 68 years old, and I lost 40 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. And looking at pictures, I realized that my color wasn't good. I looked bloated, constantly tired, out of breath. It got to the point where I decided it was time to pick up the phone and call Awaken 180. The combination of the diet and the coaching really pushed me over the top. My self-confidence soared. I'm walking, I'm working out. Instead of 68, I feel like I'm 28. I just had my annual physical, and my doctor looked at my blood pressure and he said, "What did you do? What happened?" And I explained that I'm on the Awaken 180 program. I've never felt so good in my life. And as somebody that sometimes likes to take the shortcut, I didn't have to do that with this program. Awaken 180 is my solution for weight loss.
Carl's solution for weight loss. My daughter Amber's solution for weight loss. Lowered blood pressure, increased confidence, feeling years younger. Not a temporary fix, a solution. Want the same results? Then choose Awaken 180 online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Pick it here for Surfside Pools. Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, they have the home field advantage. Family owned and operated, offering weekly pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. Are you ready to float happy? Visit SurfsidePools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, your hometown MVP.
License number CPC
444-080.
How will they get ready for the biggest game of their life? Dig deep into the strategies and game plans as we gear up for the football finale. 1010XL's coverage of the biggest game of the season is brought to you by Hall & Sons Plumbing and Window World of Northeast Florida.
Renewal by Anderson is celebrating Free Window February. For a limited time, buy 4 replacement windows or doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends February 28th. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets quality.
The toughest bulls, the bravest riders. For 8 seconds, it's all on the line. Glory or nothing. These are cowboys who face down danger, defy the odds, and push themselves beyond limits most wouldn't dare. This is their world, where legends are made on the backs of ranked bulls. It's Bull Time, Jacksonville. PBR Bucks into Five Star Memorial Arena February 20th and 21st. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets.
Hello, I'm Ed Jackson, president of Ned Jackson Income Tax. Ned Jackson Income Tax has been preparing tax returns in Jacksonville for over 80 years. Our tax preparers at Ned Jackson Income Tax have years of knowledge and experience to help you get your highest possible tax refund and are fully trained on all IRS updates, including the One Big Beautiful Bill. Visit one of Ned Jackson's 4 locations, including our downtown office at 255 North Liberty Street. That's Ned Jackson Income Tax, 356-0349.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, because it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach? I don't
Not
think so.
hardly. And, you can expect hazardous travel later today with that, that blizzard thing.
Oh, that blizzard thing. That blizzard thing. Oh, well, here's the report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes, they are. But, there's another reason why today is especially exciting.
Especially cold.
Especially cold, okay. But the big question on everybody's lips.
Yeah, they're chapped lips.
On their chapped lips, right.
Lips.
Do you think Phil's gonna come out and see a shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day! Get up and shake that hog out there!
Yeah! Come here, Groundhog!
Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
Oh, yeah, right now, if you head to Mokama Beer Company every day, except for the one that doesn't end in Y, you might feel like you're celebrating Groundhog Day. Every day you're there. 1887 is when this bad boy started, all the way back in Germany, apparently. So
Punxsutawney Phil's old.
Yeah, so, but it was celebrated with the Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania people with the German settlers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they came in and they put this bad boy together, changed it from a hedgehog to a groundhog.
Yeah.
And whose genius idea was it? Like when he sees a shadow.
I don't know, but they all can suck it.
That's when we have
Take
more
this
winter.
weather, take it with him, man.
And I know they already
So
have
he
this
did
thing.
see his shadow.
He did see his shadow.
Yeah,
yes.
and so that means 6 more weeks of winter. And like sometimes I think they just decide what they want to say before the old the old little man
Scripted.
comes out. You think it's already written? It's kind of like WWE or whatever,
Or the NFL.
Yeah. Oh, don't you dare. So Asher, who is it? Asher Grobman would have something to say about that. He did script it out a little
Hilarious.
bit. Yeah, for the Jags a few years back. But the idea that 6 more weeks of winter comes out if it's already pre-planned the way that they're doing
Right.
it, and then you're seeing beautiful sunshine, you're like, what the heck? Today, as cold as it is, it kind of feels like maybe the old groundhog is up to something. Maybe he knows. I hope not.
By the way, very underrated movie. I know a lot of people get
Groundhog
annoyed
Day?
by it because it's the same thing. I think it's a very underrated movie.
Bill Murray's fantastic.
Yeah, he's
been
the
in
best.
So many good flicks, and anytime, like there's certain movies you just see them over the weekend, especially if there isn't any football on or the
Right.
sport that you love the most isn't on, you see it, you're probably going to stick around.
By the way, real
a
quick,
Caddyshack, a Stripes, a Ghostbusters, whatever.
you have Netflix, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have ad-supported Netflix?
Oh my God, I was getting incessantly texted about this last
don't
night.
think
Right,
so.
you have free Netflix, right?
Yeah.
You just get it and you just
Well, you
watch
pay
stuff.
for it, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have any ads.
No.
Who
but-
in their right mind has ad-supported Netflix?
I didn't even know they have that.
Me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
That's almost a deal breaker.
Honestly, I'm just gonna say Netflix sucks.
There were
Like
ads
if it
in
wasn't
a
for
million
Seinfeld,
movies.
why would you have it?
Wow. Well, I watch a bunch of other things on.
Like what though? Like what shows are like movie wise? They never have a good movie, but like show wise, I feel like
Well, they're getting more
I'm on
sports
other
now.
apps for.
Like, whenever we had,
Like it's no Paramount, it's no HBO, it's
There's-
not even Hulu.
There's a good movie called The Rip. What?
yeah, the Rip.
Yeah.
The
is
Rip
on
is
now.
pretty good.
Yeah.
They're so
Yeah.
good. They,
Yeah.
do, they do a lot of good serial killer stuff
I
too.
think
Yeah,
that's
I don't
why
do it.
my wife is obsessed with that stuff. The Rip.
And I'm thinking, weren't they the original as far as coming out with Ozark and
Yeah,
and,
of course. Yeah, they've got-
Don't
they
you
have-
badmouth Netflix like that?
But they're not on there anymore. You
Black
know, like
Rabbit,
most
don't
good
you say it.
shows are on like Paramount Plus now,
Yeah, but they-
HBO.
But they were the original. I guess is all I'm saying is that they were the ones who had it first.
That's why I said anymore.
Yeah, and then the only thing that's bothered me a little bit about Prime now is you go to Prime and you're like all of a sudden you're clicking on it and then it's being provided by Tubi or something else,
And you don't
there's
get
a-
it.
and there's a bunch of
Yeah.
commercials. If you do
Amazon or
watch it.
like AMC Plus.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's communism right
Yeah.
there.
Well, now they
It's actually capitalism.
they do have it where you're watching. I don't know. As soon as you
It's
start,
actually full on capitalism.
as soon as you start it, you see like 3 minutes of commercials, and then they run the movies. or
Right.
the
What
movie.
is this ad stuff?
I don't know, bro.
Is that? Let me ask you something. Is that a deal breaker? Should that be a deal breaker for me? Someone who
if
has
she
ad-supported
that.
Netflix.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh.
So you went over and you realized I can't watch my show.
Should that be a deal breaker?
Well, maybe you should upgrade for her.
There you go. That part.
Yeah,
It's a
there
good
you go.
gift.
Once you
Yeah.
pitch in.
By the way, Rip, I didn't realize this is Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yes.
This
Great
is brand
movie.
new.
Yes.
Great,
Okay.
great movie.
Yeah, you liked it.
Absolutely.
Sign off
Based
on that
on
one?
based on a true story.
All right.
I'm
Good,
guessing
good,
it takes place in Boston or something.
No, it's in Miami actually.
Oh, wow.
good. Okay. All right. Listen.
Didn't
If,
expect that.
if I would categorize deal breakers, I'd be careful. Okay. As
All
far as when you do say that's a deal breaker,
All right.
I'd be careful.
It certainly wouldn't be for that.
Is it like? Is it? Am I at the point right now where it's Uncle Leo and like if you could get anyone to show interest in you, you should glom on like grim death? Is that what you're saying?
Dude, and she's laughing at the joke after he says it. So
I would just be a bit careful. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, what were we talking
we were
about?
talking about Florida State.
Florida State. So,
Yes, Florida State.
like, so Seminole fans.
The artist formerly known as the
Yeah.
Florida State Seminoles.
Yeah, so Seminole fans, just chime in 641-1010. The time you had with Gus was not long. It was short, but at the same time, you're looking for something that's going to get you back to where you were when they did have the heyday. Mike Norvell was bringing in good players. It seemed like left and right out of the transfer portal. You obviously had good quarterback play when you had Jordan Travis, a healthy Jordan Travis. But anyway, what do Seminole fans think? 641-1010. Do you like the idea that Mike Norvell is just basically saying, put it on me? Now, I'll caution Seminole fans because Billy Napier kind of said the same thing. I'm not hiring an OC. I'm going to call plays. I'm going to do it my way. We all know how that went. He went right out the stage left and was fired. But at the same time, Norvell has proven that he can be a capable play caller in years past.
I mean, do you feel, man? You tell me. Does he feel like this year is a make it or break it for him? Of course he does.
I think he knows it too.
So
yeah,
he's got
of
to do this. He absolutely has to do this.
I mean, I look at the end of the day, he's going to get $60 million to walk away anyway. So you get what you get, and he's at the point now where he's thinking, all right, do I want to go out by having someone else call plays and having someone else run my offense, or do I want to do what I do best, which is run offense and call my own plays, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's trying to save it. He's trying to save it the best way he knows how.
Yeah, I get it.
And a lot of times it goes very, very wrong. We can go down all the way down to Jimbo Fisher did the same thing at Texas A&M, and it blew up with him. Obviously, Billy at Florida. You can go all over the place and see this, and it's very similar. So it's difficult. It's difficult to be the head coach and be the CEO of the program, especially now in this situation where you're dealing with NIL, you're dealing with roster management, and now all of a sudden you throw in the entire organization of game planning and calling plays.
Yeah,
I say difficult haul.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't Billy go 8-4 calling the plays down the stretch? We got him another year.
He did.
Because he found himself
He did.
in that kind of situation where they go 8-4 and get another year.
Maybe.
There's some
I mean,
angry
maybe.
Knowles fans out there.
Like
Knowles
it
go
was
8-4, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Because then you're kind of saving money. Then you kind of pinning your hope on maybe he gets to 10-2 the next year, a lot like what Florida did.
yeah, you're hoping it's just
Look at that schedule next year.
Yeah.
It's for ACC standards, it's incredibly tough.
Yeah,
like one of the toughest ACC schedules I've ever seen. There's no way they get to 8 wins next year, man.
All right,
Not happening.
We need to roll through it because I was looking at it when they did the
It's
schedule.
like the toughest one out of
reveal.
any ACC team this year.
Yeah.
Come on.
I swear.
And what was it? The total number of
Hang on,
times they
let's go
do
over it.
not
You
play
ready?
on Saturday?
They've got
Four times.
4 times they are not on Saturday.
They start the season with New Mexico State, then their Monday night game against SMU at home.
Mhm.
Then they're at Alabama,
That's 2 L's.
Central Arkansas, Virginia at home on a Saturday.
Who they lost to last year.
Louisville on the road Friday, that's an L. Canes on the road, that's an L. Clemson at home Saturday. Boston College on the road in November. That might be a little cold.
At Pitt.
That might be a problem at Pitt after that. Also might be cold and a problem. NC State at home, Florida at home.
See, there's no like Stanford's or
I got them at 6 and 6.
Wake or
Right,
Cal.
as far
Well,
as
it's
the
6 and
easy
6.
ACC.
Yeah.
Go 6 and 6.
1-0 in New Mexico State. You got them beating SMU. SMU's
No,
gonna be-
I said
No,
SMU
no.
is
All
going
right,
to beat
so
them.
1-1, then the
easily.
1-2, then 2-2 Central Arkansas. What do you got, Virginia at home?
I'll give them a win, just to be nice.
Yeah, I'll give them that one.
All right, so 3-2 there. At Louisville, they're 3-3. At Miami, 3-4. Clemson at home.
That's a loss.
You think?
Yes,
Nothing is guaranteed
yes.
against Clemson anymore, okay?
Clemson, the only
as much as I'm a
you know
Dabo
what I
fan.
can guarantee? Clemson will beat FSU.
I'll give them that.
With Vanessa?
I'll give them
All
Clemson
right.
4 and
All
4.
I don't know about there.
I'm gonna with Leon. I'm gonna give him that 4-4. At Boston College.
When?
5 and 4.
Oh, that's a tough one, man.
I know.
But I'll give them that. They're gonna lose one of these two.
They're gonna
all
lose
right?
a Pitt.
Then we're gonna lose a Pitt.
That's
So that's
definitely
5 and
gonna
5.
at Pitt,
right.
yeah.
5 and 5. You got NC State.
So
at
now
home.
you're back to batting 500.
It's
You got
got
that
that really
you got,
good
you got an NC
freshman.
State team whose coach also could be coaching for his job at that point too.
Yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win one of those.
JoJo Trayer's
So
going to
then
put
they
up 3
so then they split those two and they go 6 and 6.
They got Florida where in Tallahassee?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
No.
So
Yeah,
NC
those
State and
habits.
Florida they split those games. Is that you're saying? So they're
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
got them
6
at
and 6.
Yeah.
And then he's out.
Not even close to 6 and 6.
Well, I mean,
In fact, if they lose to NC State and they go 5 and 6, he may get fired before the Florida game.
Yeah.
yeah.
All we know is that more than anything else, they're not what they used to be. And there's no guarantee they're going to get back there anytime soon. That's the thing. And the same feeling was with Gator fans a year ago because you looked at the schedule and it was a behemoth. And it was back-to-back years of a behemoth type of lineup.
But what if they
particularly
make
that stretch from late October through November?
What if they make a home run higher though?
Well,
right, because
Like they could turn it around fast.
Of course they
True,
can.
true.
Yes.
I'm just talking about like right here, right now.
Next
what they're
season, no.
feeling. In other words,
I don't know. With NIL, you can turn it around quick.
But I'm saying they hire Charlie Weiss Jr.
Yes.
After next season.
Yes.
They get a good
he
portal
will turn it around
class.
quickly. Yes.
right. Or they're right back where they were trying to figure out who the heck is going to lead this team like the Bobbies and the Jimbos did because they've gone through, it will be now onto their fourth coach post.
Fourth, right?
Is it fourth or third?
No,
Anyway,
Never forget Willie.
No, it's
post Jimbo.
Willie,
Yeah, Willie.
him.
Yeah, and then it would
Would
be
be
their
third.
third. So
Yeah.
yeah, just their third post Jimbo. And so they are trying to figure that part of it out. And yeah, heck yeah, they could hire somebody who was a shooting star and Signetti them way right back into contention, 100%. But they also could sit there and go through the Randy Shannons, the Al Gold. You never know, man.
They could go through the Will Muschamps,
Yes,
the Jim McElwains,
exactly.
the Dan Mullins, the Billy
Yes.
Napiers.
No way you're gonna know.
Your
The
team,
Mike
your,
Norvell.
your
Four
team's
guys.
way ahead of Florida State in that
Yeah.
area.
I'm not. Do you even think for a moment I'm trying to tie it? Why are you always thinking that?
Matt's a hater. He
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
he's-
They all have had shows that went on for long periods of time where you're like, how the hell am I going to
You
get
know
out
why?
of this?
Because it's so easy to pull that thread.
The Gators might
So
still be
easy.
in it, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't like.
They don't have any idea whether they got a good guy or not. They may
Here's
have-
another thing too. If we're gonna go what ifs. New Mexico State 1-0, SMU 1-1, Alabama 1-2, Central 2-2, Virginia 2-3, Louisville 2-4, Miami 2-5.
He's
fired.
gone.
Right.
Yeah, after the Miami.
Fired after
You're
that.
right.
Oh, that would be pleasant.
That Virginia game might be make or break.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think the Miami game would be make or break.
Well, no,
that,
because
when it's there,
it's
yeah.
that streak of losing.
What he's saying is if they lose to Virginia, they're going to lose the next two.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
then they're in deep
and
trouble.
you just want to talk about how things can change. Like you said, they can get a home run higher and they can turn it around, and certainly that's possible. Tony Elliott was out on a rail.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, he looked like he was not prepared for the opportunity that was given him when he left Clemson, and he said goodbye to coaching the Trevor Lawrences and the Travis Etiennes of the world, and
won 10 games.
Yeah, and he's turned it around, and he's a heck of a nice guy, which we always use to describe guys who aren't good coaches, but great guys aren't good head coaches. But he's at the very least given himself a chance to turn it around and make people view them differently. And he also has a little NIL fund up there that they never had before.
Right. Everybody's starting to realize you can flip it quickly.
Yeah. Listen, there's some
NIL world.
There's some
Won
upset.
11 games. Sorry. They won the bowl game against Mizzou.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some upset FSU fans right now, as I certainly understand it, because you're nowhere near where you thought you were, even when you ran the table and got left out of the CFP, and you could argue tooth and nail that you deserved it. And then in the end, after
Man, it's
that,
gone so
you're like,
far downhill after
well,
that.
yeah, like you were expecting Mike Norvell, hey, it didn't work out the way we wanted, but you're going to put us right back in that conversation. And then they fell off a football cliff.
Since that win over Louisville to win the ACC and stay unbeaten, and at least put their resume up there with everybody else, they've just been absolutely annihilated on the field, in the court, right? Just everything they've done. Everything they've done has just been crushed.
They also fought for Miami to get paid $30+ million with the ACC portion of the playoff money.
So their chief rival in the conference.
They gave us all that money. ...
That couldn't have gone worse. So, all right, you guys let us know. We're going to get to some Super Bowl props. The hiring cycle in the National Football League, if you can believe it, has finally come to an end. 10 jobs opened and now finally filled. We'll get into all those coming up on XL Primetime on Mokama Beer Company Monday.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
This is Joe C, and if you haven't tried out Hard Rock Bet yet, there's no better time than right before the big game. New signups can double their winnings on their first 10 bets. That's right, your winnings are doubled on your first 10 bets. If you would have won $100 on your bet, make it $200. Now that's how you get the party started on Hard Rock Bet. Don't wait. All the details are at Hard Rock Bet. Download the app. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida, because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwoods has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwoods, serving excellence since 1928 in San Marco, Avondale, the Shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
New year, new club. This is Joe C, and I'm proud to be a member of Southampton. And with the popularity of golf, getting a tee time is tough. But with membership comes member privileges. Enjoy clubhouse dining, expanded practice area, focusing on all parts of your game. And right now, you can join with an annual commitment and get a $1,000 discount, plus $500 of Pro Shop credit. All the details are online at golfsouthampton.com or call 287-PLAY and make a tee time today at the Golf Club of Southampton.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mokama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect Pilsners and Lagers, matching memories and some Mokama magic is what it's all about. Mokama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mokama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Ticket here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911, GarageDoor911.com.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Barry, your local orthopedic surgeon. In the wintertime here in Jacksonville, it does get pretty cold, and sometimes you wake up with aches and pains in your shoulders and knees. Don't forget to stretch and stay mobilized so these joints don't stiffen up. And if that doesn't work, you can see us at Barry Orthopedics, where we can give you the treatment that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Barry and the entire staff at BarryOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
10 jobs in the National Football League opened during either in-season with firings or the off-season once Black Monday rolled around. So let's get into that just a little bit. It is XL Primetime on a Mokama Beer Company Monday. Joe C., Matty Hayes, check out his stuff in the college world at USA Today Sports, the Hurricane Hall of Famer Big Surge, who will have some Super Bowl memories and maybe even some Super Bowl trivia as we go along today and throughout the rest of the week. Along with JJ, we got prop bets coming up a little bit later on, so you guys stick around for that. We'll invite some fans, at least one to get on the show and do a little three prop bet combo, and then JJ will take a few off the air and we'll get them going. But 10, okay, nearly 1/3 of the National Football League went looking for head coaches, and Mike Tomlin decided to step away. You got to get the feeling that the ownership and him had to say, hey, how can this thing end amicably and you just walk out and go do whatever you want to do, but we can't keep doing what we've been doing, which is make it to the postseason and then get beat. So anyway, he was not necessarily surprised, but a big name. John Harbaugh, big name. Other guys like Pete Carroll, who had won a Super Bowl, they said, sorry, it ain't working. We rolled the dice with you. You're not the same Pete Carroll that you once were. And so you got a total of 10 that have been replaced. Todd Monken with the Cleveland Browns is at the big first, before I even go down the guys, this is basically what a lot of people are thinking. Pete Prisco said it pretty well on X, and I'll just read it from him just as far as what he had to say. So now it looks like all the coaches are hired. Here's the reality. 3 will be really good. 3 will be okay. 2 will be below average, and 2 will be really bad. Watch. Figuring out who it is depends on the quarterback and roster. And you could say that situationally, sure. A lot of things. And you know this, Leon. You can walk into a good situation. Let's just use the Baltimore Ravens as an example. It's not like John Harbaugh fielded a terrible team, and whoever goes in there inherits a bad roster. They're inheriting El Boogie and Derrick Henry and whomever else. But anyway, like a Jesse Mentor, is he going to be a fail or is he going to be sensational?
Well, it'll be very interesting. I mean, I'm kind of surprised Pete said that, because what was the say-so about Liam Cohen when he first came into Jacksonville?
There was a lot of unknowns,
the unpredictability of and the whole whatever the presser or whatever, stuff like that. So I mean, you just never know. As much as you want to say about the coach, the assistant coaches, you have to factor those in.
Right, who they hire.
Who they hire is important. Yeah, I mean, the head coach is important, but this team turned around from 4-13 to 13-4 had a lot to do with the fact that they had some hellified assistant coaches. They got these guys to believe that they can play the ball and get that mentality of losing out of their head. So I mean,
I would totally agree with that.
Yeah,
but they also had a hellified head coach too.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's the
What
real
he
deal
did
that
with
they got.
Trevor.
Yeah.
I mean, what he did with Trevor alone, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
It saved them a lot of
yes.
money. Is what it
And I like the fact, another thing that I like that he did is in his presser, he came out and said Trevor's feet. He said Trevor's got to work on a lot of stuff, his feet first and foremost. So the fact that he fixed Trevor, got Trevor to play at an elite level, and had marginal guys play above grade.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing, to be quite honest with you.
And I agree with you, because if you go back and you look at the hiring cycle this last year, most people would say the greatest unknown, the biggest wild card, the longest shot was Jacksonville hiring Liam Cohen. Only team that was interested in him, on and on and on, with all the stuff that they said. And then Ben Johnson was considered to be a can't-miss guy. And both of them basically ended up in the same spot. Really good record, great turnaround, postseason, all that stuff. And so one was looking like a guarantee. The other was like, what are you guys thinking again with that? So you got Mike LaFleur, who goes to Arizona. That is not a good situation. We just mentioned Todd Monken. He doesn't know exactly what's going to go on with him quarterback-wise at all up in Cleveland. Mike McCarthy, the retread of retreads. He goes up to Pittsburgh. Does he somehow or another convince Aaron Rodgers, yeah, man, you could do it one more year? Who knows whether Jeff Hafley in Miami. There's so many guys that are wild card guys this go around as far as the hiring cycle is concerned.
Let me ask you something, Leon, with your extensive obviously you played in Pittsburgh and just you know a lot of people there. Are you surprised that they went there? We never really got into this, that they went the Mike McCarthy route and didn't go like a young guy, like when they got a young Bill Cowher, like when they got a young Mike Tomlin, and just grow with that guy and teach him the Steeler way, and then all of a sudden he just blossoms into this great guy.
I am a little bit, because, I mean, if you think about their history, Bill Cowher came in when he was like 34.
Chuck Noll was young too.
Chuck Noll was young. Mike Tomlin was young. And, yeah, usually the Steeler way is to bring them in young and let them grow with the team and all that kind of stuff. But I was a little surprised by going by
How many years did Mike McCarthy last there, you think? 3, 2, 3?
Well, he lasted maybe 1 or 2 years longer in Dallas than I thought he would. He had a pretty good record when it was all said and done.
No doubt.
He won a hell of a lot of football games with his time in Dallas. It just didn't marry up to postseason success the way that they wanted to. Either you had a Dak injury or whatever the case was, it just didn't work. But he's a good play caller, seen as a pretty bright guy on that side, and up and down results defensively, you could argue, in Dallas, but guess what? That hasn't changed. Now that Brian Schottenheimer took over for him, guess what? It was still an up and down, not even mixed results, a bad defense that gave up a ton of points. So, yeah.
They can't ride it back with A.A. Brown, can they? I mean, they got to find
I don't think so.
Come on now. I mean, we know that him and Mike McCarthy has got history, won the Super Bowl together, but they can't ride that thing back.
Yeah.
You got to find you a prominent quarterback on that team.
100% on
that. Who's their quarterback?
They don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if you're going to draft one, right?
Got to.
Yeah. Do you sign Daniel Jones?
They have to be thinking about that from a future point of view, as far as who is going to be their next Ben Roethlisberger.
They drafted Will Howard. He can't be the answer, can he?
And unless they think they can get something out of him. I don't think so, bro. But who knows what they're thinking up in the Steel City. All right, it's XL Primetime. We'll keep rolling with that subject and then get back into what happened over the weekend. Big win for the Gator basketball team, just drilling the Crimson Tide in the O'Connell Center.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. There's an energy and drama to play-by-play sports.
This crowd, a big factor.
You never know what's going to happen.
Wow!
Feel the energy on 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Yo, it's your main man ET here for Blue Chew. And guess what? Blue Chew tablet isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code. Blue Chews provide access to chewable tablets that help you feel and perform at your best. Stronger, longer. It's like someone gave you downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. No awkward doctor visits and no uncomfortable waiting rooms. It's nothing worse when them nosy behind neighbors are looking at your packages and then asking you questions. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got this. Blue Chew is simple, it's discreet, and delivered straight to your door. And let's be honest, this isn't just for you. Give her group chat something to talk about. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. And guess what? I got a special deal for our listeners. Get your first month of Blue Chew on me. That's right. Just use promo code 1010XL and you pay $5 shipping. That's it. Head over to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. Use code 1010XL, then just chew it and do it.
David Garrard here, and once again, I'm reporting good news about how good my knees are doing following PRP treatment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For an old quarterback like me, my knees are in great shape.
You don't have to be a celebrity or a professional athlete to appreciate the everyday personal attention you'll receive at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For any orthopedic need, call on the pros at SOS.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 2nd, 2014, the Seattle Seahawks defeated the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Malcolm Smith was the Super Bowl MVP.
Spring is almost here. Is your yard ready? Lucas Tree Service, a family-owned business with over 45 years of experience, is your local certified arborist for tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for residential or commercial properties. Protect your home, boost your curb appeal, and get top-notch service from a Jacksonville company. Make sure your trees are healthy and safe before summer hits. Schedule your tree inspection today at lucastreeservice.com.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestaProsAnyFlorida.com. That's RestaProsAnyFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros!
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 14th.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
Been bouncing around in the noon hour on a Mokama Beer Company Monday. Got the quarterback whisperer coming up in the 1 o'clock hour. We'll drill down on some of the guys that came out of the Senior Bowl. We were just talking about free agency, the Pittsburgh quarterback question that they've got. There ain't a whole lot floating around, that's for sure. And then also Gus Malzahn announcing that he's retiring, not just stepping away from FSU, but retiring from the game. 15 high schools and 20 colleges, is that what it said in the goodbye letter? Yep. One of our texters, Nooners, on the text line, everything that goes up comes down. Just remember, the same thing that makes you laugh can make you cry, in the words of Big Sirs. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. It doesn't matter what Mike Norvell does. And so there aren't a whole lot of Knowles fans out there supporting the idea that Norvell is going to come in.
It's a lot like
start
Napier
calling
last
ball
year.
plays and
Yeah.
save the day.
Very similar.
It is a lot like
very,
that.
very similar. Yeah. I it's
except
funny.
for that Billy was calling them all along.
Right. If you look at the last, but the reason why I said it can change quickly is not only NIL, but it's also the 12-team playoff.
Mhm.
Like in the last 2 years, the number 8 seed won the national title the first time, and the number 10 seed was a play away from winning it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, think about that. Think about over the last, I don't know, let's say it's just since the college football playoff began in 14.
Mhm.
How many of those like lower seeded teams could have won that thing or have gotten to the that never made it to the playoffs?
I was going to say 14 is still a great example in and of itself because they had to go 3 deep on their quarterback chart, and Ohio State
and they still won it. Yeah,
exactly, still won it.
But there are numerous teams, and I was telling JJ that the 2020 Florida team was really good. But you could have made an argument they should have beaten Alabama in that championship game, lost to them, and then Alabama just rolled everybody in the playoff.
Yeah.
So Florida probably would have been like a 10 seed in that thing.
Yeah, and the what ifs either will drive you crazy or make you feel better. One of them, and so yeah, you can look at it that way going forward. Based on what we just saw, a 10 seed and a 1 seed in the national championship game, it will give everybody hope. It will.
How could it not?
Yeah, it will get the NIL crowd going again a little bit more, maybe to give a little bit more.
The Canes did exactly what the playoff was intended for. A hot team gets hot at the end of the season. They got hot in November. They got in late. They got in the playoff, and they went on a roll. That's exactly what this whole playoff was intended for. To get those teams. Remember all those USC teams that had 1 or 2 losses, or even the Florida State teams under Bobby Bowden that had the 1 or 2 losses or couldn't get in the championship game.
Oh yeah.
What kind of runs those teams could have made in a playoff?
They constantly had that mantra at the end of the year.
Yeah, Miami teams too.
They were the best team that didn't get to play for the title.
Yeah, Florida State 89.
Yeah,
they lost their first 2 games of the season and ran the table, and we lost to them. We caught a hot team going. I think they finished number 3 in the country that year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, they were
2000 Miami, by the way.
Yeah,
2000 Miami.
Oof.
Yeah. Yes.
That's huge.
Yes.
Yeah. You can go down the line. Like I said, it'll make you feel better or make you crazy.
Yeah.
One of the two. Because the idea that what could have happened.
I'll give you a great one. Like most recently, how about like the 23 Georgia Bulldogs?
Well, they were absolutely hosed.
Yes.
There's no question about it.
Anybody want to see that team in a playoff?
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't think so.
That was when there was 4. Who was in that?
That was the last year of 4. That was when
Michigan won.
They lost.
Washington,
they were unbeaten in the regular season.
Texas.
They lost to Alabama by 3 in the SEC championship game and dropped from number 1 to out of the playoff.
Yeah,
and who was
in? Got Texas in on that.
Texas, Washington, Alabama, and
Ohio State. Yeah. And so Texas was the one that got in off of that, basically. And so, yeah, that's a team that absolutely got jobbed. And then we would have been talking about that whole back to back a little bit earlier or in a different way.
That's Michigan, not Ohio State. Yeah. Michigan won it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that year. You're right. The Michigan fan will be saying, "Don't you give those Buckeyes
JJ McCarthy
our spot?" Yeah,
threw like 5 passes that year.
Okay, so I don't know whether you can pull this up real quick, JJ, but the other JJ, sometimes JJ here and Justin Jefferson, people get confused, but Justin Jefferson said about JJ McCarthy that it would have been nice to have a guy with a little more experience under center, and he said it leading up to the Pro Bowl, which will take place tomorrow night. I think he might have said it, I don't know, whenever they were coming into town doing the first round of interviews. And I don't have the exact quote. Maybe you can find it. But
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
I don't mind it, but that's got to work in that locker room. And J.J. McCarthy, by the way, is entering his 3rd year.
Yeah, but when you're Justin Jefferson, you're one of the top 3 receivers in the league.
He's frustrated. He's a classic wide receiver.
He's telling the quarterback he needs to grow up.
Yes, you need to get
he needs to grow.
Gear,
get your stuff together.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm a perennial All-Pro. You need to get your stuff together.
And he's ticked off he went into this year and was prolific in terms of yards. He and Jamar Chase, they have, I believe, their own little personal who's going to be better in the record books when it's all said and done contest going because of how dang good they are. And they both played on that LSU 2019 national championship team. And Jamar Chase has had the benefit of a healthy Joe Burrow quite often, just balling.
Yeah.
And as long as Burrow was healthy, Burrow was delivering big time plays with Jamar Chase on the other end.
To bring this a little closer to home, 16 now has the capital where he can say some things to people on this team.
100%.
I don't know that he will. It's not really his personality, but he absolutely could.
Yeah. And the genesis of leadership is to prove that you can do it and then get other guys to follow you. And they got to believe in you first because you proved to them that you could do it.
So I have the Justin Jefferson.
Do you have it?
Yeah. So I guess he's on an interview. I guess this is with USA Today, a podcast or something.
Yeah.
He's asked about Darnold. So, like, you can't give Darnold praise really without taking a dump on your own team's quarterback situation. So here's part of that.
If you ran it back one more year, maybe that could have been you.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, definitely. I mean, especially, I mean, everyone knows the difficulty of the quarterback position this year, of how we was dealt it. But of course, you know, having a quarterback that's already had the season under his belt with us, knew the plays, knew the playbook, knew the players, you know, of course, throwing to me, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, all of these guys. I definitely felt like we would have done better. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's on to new and better things. But I'm definitely happy and proud for him that he was able to reach it.
If you ran it.
So
he wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
That wasn't
not
that bad.
terrible.
No.
The key word is delted.
Yeah.
Which isn't a word, but we know what they were dealt with.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
saying management just said, yeah,
He said,
we're letting him go.
He said this.
Also, to be fair to him, he could have said that in the context of, like, JJ was hurt a lot this
Right.
year.
And he was loving, and he said, you got to know all the people. Well, like we said.
He was there for a year.
Yeah, JJ was there. He
also was hurt a lot.
Yeah. He's gone through it now, from a meniscus to an ankle to a concussion to a lot of different things.
And it just being a not great quarterback.
Yeah.
It's the worst part.
Yeah.
You can't fix that one.
That natty.
He's also shown like in 2 or 3 or 4 games where you're like, whoa, this dude. Not unlike when Trevor was young. Same thing.
What?
Where you're like, where you see flashes of where you're like, all
Trevor's
right.
arm talent, though,
we saw flashes.
is insanely better than McCarthy's ever shown at any level.
He has better arm talent. There's no doubt. It's not like J.J. McCarthy's got a pop gun arm.
No, he just doesn't have the same things in an NFL uniform in the first 2 years that at least Trevor had. Trevor in the second year was able to have the come from behind.
And what we saw in
for
college,
the ages.
too.
Yeah, and for the ages.
I think you guys forget some of Trevor's play in the first 2 years of his career.
You're just defending the runner.
Oh, we were there.
I'm saying
we
it was
were
not
there.
that good.
Unfortunately, we were all here.
It
for
was
that.
not that good.
That we will agree with. McCarthy right now looking up at what Trevor was doing right now.
Right, the only thing I'm saying is there have been moments in his play where you're like, all right, that's a dude.
Yeah.
That's a guy that can make
he had
plays in the league.
Yeah, 2 or 3 games like that. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime. Driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Radio from another galaxy.
Shall I scramble TAC HQ for an intercept?
What's its current position?
1010XL. 92.5 FM.
I want you to forget what you saw here today.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit hollispools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Graceful like a heel.
You have 2 women?
Strong-minded like a helmet.
Good.
Tom McManus straps on the helmet and joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
Helmets and heels.
Afternoons 2 to 4. Served by Green Law Group on 1010XL.
Parents, now is the time to start signing up your kids for the best all-sports camp in the 904. Tommy Houlihan All-Sports Camp in Jax Beach. Register before February 2nd and save big. All sports camps kids K through 6 all day. Extended hours also available. Kids can also register for the Beaches Basketball League, ages 3 years old through 5th grade. Keep your kids active this summer with Tommy Houlihan sports and basketball programs. Online at TommyHoulihanBasketball.com.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
People ask me all the time what's healthy. And that's hard because healthy is different from losing weight. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle. There are a lot of foods out there that are healthy foods, but they're not going to support your weight loss. And that's what we're here to help with. We're here to help you get in the healthy foods that are going to help you lose weight. The Awaken 180 difference is our coaches. It's our team. You can find things online about weight loss, but you try them yourself and they just don't work. And that's because everyone is different. And that's what our coaches are so skilled at helping you figure out.
Thanks, Paige. Hacker here. Figuring it out? That's what I needed. And the reason I chose Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Not a med, not a diet plan. I wanted a solution. Do what I did and make a 180 with your health and weight. Schedule your Awaken 180 consultation today. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Roses are red, Florida gets hotter, and your AC is about to ruin the mood. If your system barely survived last summer, now's the time to replace it before the real heat comes back swinging. Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning makes it easy. No surprises, no runaround. And with our Sweetheart AC deals, get $750 off a new AC system when you install by March 15th. Fall in love with an AC that keeps it cool without the stress and call now for a free estimate. 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances. That's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com.
Window
World, simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Peterbrook, your neighborhood chocolatier. Florida State offensive coordinator Gus Malzahn has announced his retirement from coaching. FSU head coach Mike Norvell has promoted co-offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach Tim Harris Jr. to be the Seminoles offensive coordinator. Florida State led the ACC in total offense and rushing in 2025. 48 degrees at 104. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL. Presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
Denny Thompson coming along in just a little bit. Quarterback whisperer jumping in on, coming out of the Senior Bowl and with the transfer portal, it seems like everything is basically done. The last, legal case took place this past week with Darian Mensah. And so it seems like all the proceedings and payouts have been handled. Oh, yeah, I know you guys are fired up. And why wouldn't you be? Because you've been able to string together a different quarterback stepping in. And if you can do it, do it. And that's been the model for a handful of successful college football teams, big time.
Got to spin to win, Joe. Spin to win.
And at that position
and
in
steal.
particular, because Indiana went out and spent and got Mendoza to show up. And
they just got the TCU kid again.
Yeah,
who's supposed to be a big-time portal get.
Yeah.
What's his name, Matt?
It ain't stealing unless you get caught.
Josh Hoover.
What did you say?
It ain't stealing if you didn't get caught.
That's true. I don't have a problem with it.
Hey, me neither.
Sorry, Manny.
Notre Dame did it for a while, where they would have a different guy step in there, and between Sam Hartman, Riley Leonard, those types of guys. And then many others have tried it. Kentucky did it, where they'd have a different quarterback every single year, but it didn't necessarily translate into the results that you want. And now, for Miami's part in this, you go from a Ward to a Beck to what you hope is another guy that does the exact same type of thing. And if it works, keep doing it. Like you said, why wouldn't you look for a mature signal caller?
A guy who's seen it instead of a guy who you're throwing him in there as a redshirt freshman. He's never seen anything. Yeah, and you're saying go play.
Yeah,
an ACC champion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, a perfect example. It's honestly is Arch Manning. He struggled for like the first 6 games because he hadn't really seen it.
And it has been pointed out on the text line that FSU has conference championships, whereas Miami still does not have any conference championships.
Still got more nationals.
On that note, huh?
I say we still got more nationals.
On that note, let's talk that.
Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson, driven by George Moore Chevrolet.
Who needs conference titles when you play for Natties? That's the way Big Sur's looking at it. That's the way Denny Thompson was at least expressing it as he was following along this year with Carson Beck under center. Quarterback Whisperer joins us now. Denny, how you doing, bud?
Oh, man, fantastic.
We were talking about quarterback play and also the fact that Gus Malzahn steps away from Florida State and basically retires. What did we come up with? What did he say? 15 high schools, 20 colleges,
15
Matt?
high school, 20 college.
Yeah. Isn't that?
Wait, what?
He coached at 15 different high schools and 20 colleges.
Really?
And, yeah. And so Matt was
I
rattling
went over
off.
his Wikipedia. It didn't look like 15 and 20, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It might have been 15 high school. He certainly didn't coach at 20. I don't know where he's getting 20 from.
Like Tulsa, Arkansas, Auburn, and
Arkansas
UCF.
State.
Don't you forget about the Red Wolves.
Yeah.
In the name of Matt Hubbard, don't you forget about them.
No, but that's not 20, bro. That's like
I know.
5.
But
No, I think he meant 15 to 20 high schools and colleges, like combined.
For a total.
No,
Yeah.
he said after 35 years,
Yeah, that's the way we
15
read
high
it.
school, comma, 20 college.
Well, he's not an English major.
Yeah. Well, he wrote it. Somebody wrote it. Yeah.
He wrote it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He might have screwed up how he wrote it, but he probably meant
You
like
mean he coached 15 years in high schools, not at different high schools.
Yeah.
maybe that.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
he coached 20 years in college, not at different colleges.
There we go.
I mean, he might have been crying while he was writing, so you got to
Yeah, exactly. Thinking about how his legacy's been destroyed by Mike Norvell.
So when you think of Norvell stepping up to the plate, Denny, and becoming the play caller again up in Tallahassee, because he was running his offense ever since he left Memphis and came to Tallahassee. Success, fail, middle of the pack. What do you think?
Oh, man. That's hard. I thought Gus did a great job last year.
Yeah.
I mean, you watch some of those games and they scheme guys running wide open. You got to figure out how it looks like it did when Jordan was there. Like that's just
true.
You can't get Jordan back, but you got to try to duplicate that. And I think they've tried that a couple of times because if you look back then, what they had Jordan, who was obviously the ultimate dual threat, but then they also had a huge receiver on the outside that you almost had to bracket coverage on, right? Which took somebody out of the box, and they had a consistent run game. And then they always had that quick slot guy. And a lot of times, you get a little bit of time in that combination, and that is as simple as it is. Now you just got to call some good ball plays with it.
Yeah.
And then you always got Jordan taking off,
that's the part. Now,
ultimate weapon.
I am a huge fan.
Improvisational piece. Whoa.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of the freshman they've got, the Kevin Sperry kid.
Okay.
And in full disclosure, his brother goes to Creekside, Rossi.
Mm-hmm.
They're from Texas. They moved here, I don't know, a year ago or so, and we do work with them. But I am a big fan of his. And he's a dual threat. Played a good bit this past year, actually.
Right. The improvisational piece that you're looking for?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And the Ashton Daniels kid, isn't that who they signed from Auburn?
Yeah.
Kind of the same way. So I feel like they've got the right pieces in there for what Norvell wants to do. I don't know enough to know like the details of difference and what they changed when Gus got there. They changed a lot, but I don't know if they changed footwork, verbiage, things like that.
Didn't do you think? I mean, listen, Florida State has always had talent, absolute recruiting, portal guys. I mean, do you think that they've just fallen on deaf ears when it comes to Mike Norvell? Because it doesn't make any sense for that Florida State team to play the way that they played against Alabama, and then after that, just implode.
Well, yeah, that is a great mystery. But I think if you look at the way this thing has gone for them, is they just missed at the quarterback position 2 years ago, right? And once you miss there, like you're in trouble. But there has been talent deficiency. I mean, when they line up against teams, there is a deficiency of talent. I don't know if it's depth or first 11, whatever it is, but I've been to enough games there where you're going, wow.
Okay, so I'm going to just like try and spin off of this and see if I can ask a decent question. How is it that Mike Norvell was able to come through the transfer portal early with success and was not necessarily considered a great recruiter, and they were able to win? And now both of those things have kind of gone down. Why is that?
Well, I think there's a lot to that. But one, I think he was probably ahead of his time in the way he was using the portal.
Okay.
And now everybody is scouting the portal year around. Everybody, this is a new thing.
So you're saying he led them to water.
Right. This is a new thing in college football where, like, you have a staff that scouts other people's rosters. That hasn't been a thing for long,
It's
right?
true. Yep.
So, I mean, I think he hit on the defensive side of the ball, like, in a big way with
Jermaine
those
Johnson,
portal.
Jared Verse, yeah.
Right. Because he went and got those guys that nobody else knew about, right? And now those guys are harder and harder to get. You're going to have to come up with a lot more money these days to get those guys. So I think a little bit of that, and then I do think that Jordan Travis was just that good. I think in hindsight, when you look at what he really meant to that team, I don't remember who won the Heisman that year, but it should have been him.
He was a great player.
Like, I mean, if he meant that much to that team, he should have been the Heisman winner.
Is he still in question as far as being a good recruiter?
I think it's the high school recruiting has been a problem for him. But I also think the last couple transfer portals, they've just made bad decisions. They've made decisions the guys that just haven't panned out.
Yeah.
And that's hurt them too. And that's not just him.
Remember, they got Keon Coleman, John Wilson.
That's not just him. There are other schools. I'm telling you right now, Kiffin cannot have this run of he nails the portal every single year. There's going to be a year where he struggles. And when he does, then you're going to see the dip.
But see, here's the thing, though. Kiffin, they're all going after the same 5 guys.
Yeah.
Kiffin's got enough money to get all of them.
Under investigation.
But at some point, I mean, the realness of that is like,
Joe.
But the realness of that is like, we can all be recruiting the same guys, and maybe I can only afford to get 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But like Lane's over there scooping all of them, paying more than we're all paying. Like that's the next.
Well, not all of them. Some of them
aren't
going with him.
Huh?
He got lucky to get Levitt.
But at the very least, they said, we're looking into this whole deal.
He wanted Sorsby, and Sorsby said, no, I'm going to Texas Tech.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And my guess is that there's no way Texas Tech outbid LSU, right? That's billionaire versus billionaire.
I mean, those are 2 schools you want bidding against each other.
Right.
I can tell you that.
So what did Levitt get?
I mean, he was one of the last quarterbacks. I've said this now for
Miami
for
was going to
years.
give him 6, so probably
right. I've
same.
said this for years. If these guys were smart, they'd wait.
Yeah.
They'd wait to be the last quarterback on the table,
I'll at least,
and then you can't even imagine what you would get.
Okay, I'll at least give you guys a couple numbers coming up here, and Denny can tell me.
Like Denny's smiling because he knows it.
That's such a game of chicken, though.
He's going to tell me how close we are. All right, let's do this coming up. 641-1010. You guys hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, talking portal, talking quarterbacks, all of that stuff right here on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Gerard fires. Unbelievable! Mike Thomas! Touchdown Jags!
1010 XL.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
It's Cancer Prevention Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you to stay ahead of prostate, bladder, and kidney health. Get a yearly checkup, ask about a screening, and make self-checks a habit. To make an appointment at one of 4 locations, visit ackermanurology.com.
Get out of the city and into the woods and the water.
I keep on working it.
On the Nimnicht Outdoors Show, Captain Kevin and Captain Kirk join Jeff Lageman.
I am shooting one today.
Get hooked Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010 XL.
Insurance companies have teams of lawyers working to protect their bottom line. I'm Chris Campione of Campione Law, and you deserve someone just as focused on protecting your bottom line. We go head-to-head with insurance companies every day, and they know our name. Giving you peace of mind and delivering results is our job. With no fees unless we win, there's no risk to get the help you need. Visit CampionLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
It all begins with Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health, February 11th, and culminates with a Daytona 500 on February 15th. This week, you can win a pair of tickets to the Daytona 500. What driver won the 2025 Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name to 641-1010. What driver won the 2025 Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name answer to 641-1010 for a chance to win tickets to the Daytona 500, February 15th.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hey gang, Hickett here. Guys, listen up. Valentine's is coming. You want to be a hero this year with something really romantic? It's easier than you think at Beards Diamonds. Beards has put together a stunning selection of timeless, affordable jewelry she'll absolutely love. Dazzling rings, sparkling earrings, elegant pendants and bracelets, set with brilliant diamonds or colorful gemstones. Classic gold that never goes out of style. And you can't beat the wow factor of top brand designer jewelry. They got it all at Beards. And here's the best part right now. Save up to 40% on all diamond stud earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets. You know, cards, flowers, and candy are sweet, but nothing says I love you forever like a sparkling gift she'll wear and cherish every single day. Plus, Beards is your local Jacksonville jeweler, family-owned and community-strong for more than 45 years right here in the St. John's Town Center, not some Wall Street chain. Hurry in today. Don't wait. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Get up to 40% off diamond earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills, drops, and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Are you taking weight loss drugs or medication that's making your hair fall out? Whether you're frustrated with results from treatments that just don't work, or you no longer have the fuller, thicker hair that you once had, there's a better way. Our hair restoration solutions have helped literally over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Ready to grow your hair back and have permanent, natural, and guaranteed results? For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
19 minutes after the 1 o'clock hour, hanging out on a Mokama Beer Company Monday. Big Surge, Maddie, Joe C, JJ, and we got Denny Thompson for one more seg. And I wanted to set this up, the quarterback whisperer. We like talking about what's going on in the transfer portal, what's going on with these guys coming out of the Senior Bowl and so on. Money always seems to come up. It's inevitable anymore. Now, I showed Denny this article, okay? This is The Athletic. This was written January 6th. January 5th, whatever, the first week of January. And it basically, and Matt, you can totally appreciate this, it basically says quarterback range that they're going to spend. I remember telling Leon that his position was getting up to the $800K mark for offensive linemen. Anyway, it says quarterback range, $1 to $4 million, but potentially higher for the top players. So that was a measly sum in early January compared to what some of the numbers are being at least whispered out there for the Sam Levitts, the Sorsbys, whomever.
Right.
How high has this gotten?
North of that.
Even Darian Mensah down in Miami.
North of that.
Yes.
Yes, north of that. But here's the other thing too. Like, some of these numbers can be greatly over-exaggerated or top-end loaded. Like, your average, if you don't have film and you're going in the portal, you're not getting these numbers.
Okay.
These are guys that are proven. Like, a first-year starter's average in the SEC or ACC is significantly less than a guy who has started before then. So What are you? So
I'm taking a picture of who's calling Denny.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
making me laugh.
So those numbers are greatly skewed. Like if you're the upcoming starter at wherever Division I school and you don't have film before, you're not touching those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Not the high end numbers.
The high end numbers are the Sam Levitts.
Right. Sorsby, Levitt,
Darian Menzel.
Carson last year. You can go through all these different ones, but yeah, that's what those are.
Cam Ward the year before.
Right.
How much has Miami paid on quarterbacks the last 3 years? Think about that. That's a lot of cash.
It's a lot of Ruizes.
It's a lot of cash, man.
4, 6.
A lot of Nerd Wallet or whatever it is he's hyping these days.
That's fine. We're okay with it.
They got their money. I mean, the one before was the first draft pick, right?
Yeah.
And he is marketed all over that place. Well worth whatever they paid him. The next one went to a natty. Well worth whatever they paid him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember when everyone thought it was just John Ruiz paying for
just him.
players?
Yeah.
He's not even.
He's not involved at all.
Yeah,
No.
And apparently they did a big story that he put a big party together. Denny was probably in the suite with him
Hell yeah, he
national
was.
championship game night. But anyway, that he just did a big party, a big tailgate and party and whatnot, not as a booster, just as a supporter.
Who's this?
Ruiz
Oh,
down
yeah.
in Miami.
Yeah. I've never met him.
Yeah? Yeah.
No.
All right.
They got the bread because they used to send me letters about donating to the university.
You don't get those.
I used to get them.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got enough money.
All right, so look, we were arguing earlier. You might have heard it when you were driving in about J.J. McCarthy. And I keep saying, I mean, he's flipping played 10 games in the league, man. He got a chance to be he's like Trevor's first couple years. This past year, you're like, couple games where you're like, whoa, all right, this dude's going to be a player. Like, I wouldn't give up on this guy.
No, I wouldn't give up on him, but I don't think that he's shown what Trevor has shown those first couple years. Like he checks the boxes. He's athletic, he's fast, he's powerful, spins the ball pretty well. Like he checks the boxes, but I think it's going to be a little bit longer process for him than it was for Trevor.
Why? Why do you say that?
Just because of what you just said, he hasn't seen as much ball. I mean, Trevor.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I agree with that.
and in college, like more
his
was put on
college,
Trevor's
yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I think it's the same thing like with Anthony, right? It's the exact same situation a little bit. It's just like these guys got to have reps, but you're in a competitive business. Where do the reps come from? And you know that's the $100 million question that every coach has to ask themselves.
By the way, speaking of that, what do you see as the Colts next year? What do you see them doing?
I have no idea.
Really?
I don't know contract situations. I've been so detached from that this year. I don't know. Yeah.
You know what I think really went down up there in Minnesota with the decision to go get J.J. McCarthy? This is from Dove Kleiman, who's all over it all the time. This came out yesterday.
Dove.
One of the most reputable journalists online.
the most reputable
Listen,
journalist.
he will post, man. I'm a fan of Dove's. And so...
Is it Dove or Dove?
I have no idea.
I think it's just someone who uses that name.
Yeah.
I doubt he's even a real person.
Yeah, I really don't. It could be AI. It could
I
be
don't know.
LI. And it could be Dove.
He just steals people's content, though. I respect
Totally.
it.
Yeah.
And then he says, "What a beautiful moment."
Yeah,
and he gets
knowing it's not.
$500,000 views.
Well,
right.
just from the AI point of view, JPA football, ML football, Dove,
Yep, those
whatever.
are all of them.
they're all the same
they
people.
all say that same thing.
Same stuff. Yeah.
What
Heartwarming
What a
moment or
heartwarming
whatever.
moment.
Right.
Like, give me a break, bro. So anyway, this is from the great Dove. I dove in on this one. The Adolfo Mensa general manager.
Do you know who we're talking about, Danny?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, JJ, we came out with that on Friday.
Yes,
Does
the
that sound
GM
right?
for the Vikings, the
Yeah.
Yale Princeton guy, was let go.
That was Friday,
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Okay, so anyway, they come out over the weekend. Adolfo Mensa, one of the worst, all caps, worst general managers in NFL history, reportedly used PFF to evaluate and select different players in the draft. Took 2 weeks. Anyway, the other part doesn't matter to me.
Didn't
If he-
draft a single Pro Bowler in like 4 drafts.
Yeah.
There was another one that like, what was it about his maternity leave or something?
yeah.
Like people were upset about
Hey,
that.
man, that draft
Dove was
calculator,
upset.
you
Dove
know.
was upset about that.
Yeah, 2 weeks off for maternity leave, but the main part was that if he used PFF to evaluate and then select different players, that's the J.J. McCarthy quotient that I'm looking at right now.
That man just got the premium subscription to PFF and let it ride.
Yeah, and he goes, everyone
Other
else is taking
GMs just get the free version.
Everyone else is taking a quarterback. We got to take a quarterback, and because McCarthy went a little bit higher than maybe most people.
He had a great draft season.
He was
You know
on,
what I mean?
yeah, he was on a great run game and defensive football.
He also
team.
threw the ball well
he
that
did.
season too, though. He did.
But they won. Leon says it all the time. They won football games without ever throwing a pass.
I think Denny's talking about draft season as in like the combine, the interviews, the pro day. Like
But I
that.
remember watching the Penn State game, watching him hand
Threw
off
6
like,
balls. that
Yeah.
game,
Yeah, bro. Penn
6
State
balls.
game. This is the second half. They didn't pass the ball in the second
Didn't
half,
need
bro.
to.
Yeah. So anyway, it helped. There's no question.
Well, that's because Sherrone Moore was coaching him.
Yeah,
And, you
that helped. And JJ had film on everybody.
God
they
only
were
knows what
playing.
Sherone Moore was doing at that point too.
Right?
So.
They had tape on
He won
everybody.
the Big Ten championship with him, didn't he?
He
Yeah.
did. Was that known
That's
before
how
the
good
draft?
that team was. That's
Was-
my point.
Was that known before the draft?
Well, they had to serve the suspension before the draft, so you would have to make the assumption that was. I don't know how much they knew about how much film they had or how much Connor Stallions had done for them.
I wonder how much that would weigh if they'd have known that, how much that would have weighed in
might have
their
hurt 'em.
evaluation.
Yeah. Because if you know, it's just like anything else. We always talk about the Astros against the Dodgers
Yep.
and all the other sign stealing that was taking place. If you know that breaking ball's coming, your stance is a little different. When you decide to let go of the bat, all of it's different. So it could have had an effect. But will J.J. McCarthy be a success? We don't have any idea. The situation that these guys are put in greatly affects their success or failure rate.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It really does. And we were just mentioning earlier, Justin Jefferson admitted a little frustration. He didn't rip J.J. McCarthy. All he said was it would have been better. The fact that Sam Darnold had a year in the system and then was gone.
He's not
and didn't
telling
come
lies
back.
either. Yeah.
No, he's not. No.
Well-
I mean, let's be clear about what's hindering JJ. It's the injuries. It's not his situation is pretty good.
Mhm.
Like everybody wants to play for that guy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not like he got thrown into Urban Meyer in Jacksonville.
Right.
No.
Injuries.
Injuries
Yeah, it's the
galore.
injuries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. What I'm saying, if you got a veteran heavy locker room, you feel slighted by letting Sam Darnold go when you had all that kind of success, and you roll with essentially a rookie.
Right. When you have a team that can win it all.
Yeah,
which
when
they
you have a
had.
team, you went 14-3 one year with Sam Darnold. You don't give him an extension.
Yeah.
That alone sent shockwaves throughout the locker room. Like, we're gonna go with this cat.
Yeah.
And having played it down. If I'm a veteran's been in the league in a while, I feel slighted by
And just
management
to,
because that was a management deal.
Yeah.
That was a management deal.
It was.
because
And
the
just-
coaching staff probably would have extended
Mhm.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, because it was costly. There's no question about
Yeah,
it.
well, it's
But
costing them now.
to
They
your
gotta watch the
point,
Super Bowl.
is that Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay were running the NFC North, and they let Jordan Love sit because they didn't want to push that button and say, "Hey, we drafted this guy. We got to get him in there."
Bro, it's
And
the
in
best
case of Minnesota,
scenario
they
ever. If you've got a guy who you can get a contract to and win you some football games, and behind him you've got a guy on a rookie contract that you feel like is going to be the next guy who's young.
Yeah.
I think JJ's young,
Yeah,
right?
he's young.
Yeah.
Bro, like that's the perfect situation.
You could have groomed him.
If the
Absolutely.
guy, yeah, exactly. If Darnold, he had the rebirth of rebirths. Him and Baker Mayfield were in this Renaissance contest. Who had the better comeback from the abyss? And Sam Darnold, like Leon just laid out, made it to the postseason, kick and tail, all that kind of stuff. Seattle signs him for like a fairly big $100 million contract.
I don't
So
know if they had the money either.
Yeah,
though.
it
You
was
gotta
going to
remember that.
cost. There's no
Yeah.
question it was going to cost. But like we all say, they figure out a way.
Yeah, they figure out a way.
They figure out a way. They
Yeah, they
always
could
do.
have. Listen, I tell you, Justin Jefferson would have re-upped his deal or whatever. He would have gave up some money to keep.
There'd
Sam
have been
Darnold
some
there.
participation.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
All they had
yes.
to do was ask some people, "Hey, you restructure."
Yeah, because every receiver benefits greatly from the dude under center.
Absolutely.
And all right, so what do you think, Sam Darnold versus Drake May? I think first off, it's a great story with Sam Darnold. I think we all would agree with that. The fact that he's there. It's a great story with Drake May. Second year, he's come charging up the charts, MVP candidate, all that kind of stuff. What do you think quarterback wise in the Super Bowl?
Well, I think they're both guys that can go win the football game.
Yeah.
Like I don't think this is one of those situations where you're who's going to make the least amount of mistakes and we need a special teams play. I think you go in and both of those guys feel confident that if they get into a game where they got to put 30 up, they can do it.
Yeah.
Those are usually the ones that are fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch this one. I'm a big Drake May guy. And just like you said, I mean, if you don't like Sam Darnold at this point, like what's wrong with you? Like this is the great American story.
There are haters out there, but it is a great story.
It really is, and I'm a big fan of Drake May, so I'm excited about this game. Yeah.
All right, dude. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it. Quarterback Whisperer, Denny Thompson, dropping by at Denny_Thompson. Check it out. Mokamba Beer Company Monday will continue right here on XLP.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. What are the many ways to experience 1010XL?
Why don't we just take it from the top?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or CSSOutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
Finding the right plumber to reline your cast iron pipes doesn't have to be a stressful experience. When you hire Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, you can rest assured you're getting the best in the industry. At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we're so confident in our work that we encourage you to get multiple estimates. Look at each company's reviews and check the scope of their pipelining work to make sure it's what you're expecting. But at the end of the day, make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
For nearly 60 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods at the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard has been Jacksonville's trusted name for the outdoors. From archery to hunting and fishing and more, their expert staff helps you get it right the first time. Right now, stop in and try the newest bows by Hoyt and Matthews and get dialed in before spring. Gear up today at greenacresporting.com.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass, and he told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm Mac with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time. Or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Valentine's Day is coming soon, so go ahead and pre-order your floral arrangements now from Kuhn Flowers. Hi, Flying Jacko here, and for over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers has made Valentine's Day for that special person in your life. KuhnFlowers.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is 30 years ago. I played the Super Bowl 30.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a golden moment.
Yes. So Sunday.
I was going to play something else.
Sunday would have been the game. So this Monday, about noonish.
Yeah.
We went over the travel situation.
Uh-huh.
All right. Accommodated everybody that you wanted to go. You got 30 tickets. They gave you 30 tickets to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
30. The base value of the tickets were $350. You could not sell them over that face value. So.
Did people?
Huh?
Did players?
Of course they did.
Okay.
Yes, of course they did. Yes. But we got 30 Super Bowl tickets. We got all our family arranged with hotel rooms, flights, and all that kind of stuff. And went over their itinerary because we left the next day. Tuesday we left for Arizona because of the time travel, the jet lag and all that kind of stuff. So, but today we would have been going over the travel arrangements, family, names, all that kind of stuff, and you got the Super Bowl tickets. You got 30 at the particular time.
Okay, before I
hold on. Did you have a bye week before the Super Bowl when you played, or was it just the week after the AFC title game?
When I looked at it, we played January the 28th for the Super Bowl.
So it was the next
week. The game was our AFC Championship game was over the 14th, I believe.
So
we had 2 weeks.
You got a week off.
So we had a week off.
Right,
so this would have been our Super Bowl week.
So before I yield my golden moment time to you, so you can give us a little trivia, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What was the difference in the payout if you won the game or lost the game? When you were there?
Oh, the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay, so the winner of the Super Bowl, the players got 25.
Okay.
If you lost the Super Bowl,
$25K.
$25K each player, and if you won it, I believe it was 40.
Okay, 25 and 40. Coach Camp owes you 15 grand.
Yeah, it
is
was
what you're
15
saying.
grand. Yeah, and a ring.
Well, Neil O'Donnell owes a
Yeah,
lot
that
of you
part
guys.
too. That part right there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Coach called that proper coverage.
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
He called that proper coverage.
All right, I'm yielding my golden moment time to Leon because he's got some trivia for us.
Okay, here's my trivia right here. Sam Darnold.
Quarterback, Seattle.
Quarterback. Yes.
By the way, who played terribly in the playoff game last year.
Yeah.
That's another reason why they probably thought, all right, well, let's just move on.
One of the last games
they
he
judged off
played
one game.
and the playoff game.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was the right move at all. I'm just saying that's probably why it made it easier.
It made it easier.
That honestly helped them make that decision. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Sam Darnold, whose number is 14, right? He becomes the 5th quarterback in the Super Bowl era to wear the number 14 in the Super Bowl.
I like
this. Is a franchise.
I like this a lot.
You know the other 4.
I think we can get this. Did he have to start? He had to play.
Start.
Like in that game.
Start in the game. Yes.
He was wearing 14 in
Listen,
that game.
all right, we're vamping right now.
No, I think we can get this.
Okay, but hang on. It's Hostetler and Sims, 2 different guys that started for the Giants.
Hostetler wasn't 14, neither was Sims.
He was 15, right?
Yeah,
He was 15.
He was
I'm just.
Norris Weiss is one.
Who?
Broncos, Norris Weiss.
No, let's say.
Who did you?
Norris
Norris
Didn't he start that game and then Craig Morton came in against the Cowboys?
Who are you
77?
talking about with that first answer?
Well,
No. Craig Grogan, Steve Grogan, Patriots.
That was one of the guys I was going to throw out there, but
no.
Yeah.
No?
I'm not the numbers guy.
name-
When it comes to
the guy-
jerseys, I don't even pay attention.
The guy that you had mentioned before, that weird name you mentioned, is in there.
Norris Weiss.
No. Who did you say after that?
Craig Morton.
There you go.
Craig
That's
Morton.
one. That's
Yes.
one. There you
That
go.
was with the Cowboys, yeah.
Yeah, that's one. Okay.
How
But
many?
he also
got 3
played,
more. We need
but
3 more.
Morton also played for the Broncos, and I swear Norris Weiss started that game.
I don't
know
honestly,
he was 14. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you're
matter.
going
All right, we got
back in
3
time.
more?
You got 3 more.
I'm trying to think of.
My favorite part is when someone claims the answer's wrong. Trust me.
Yeah, that's.
I know.
That's started.
I'm going to Grokpedia that.
I got nothing to help you
You got
guys.
nothing?
You got
Hang
you
on,
on your own.
Hang on. Give us the team. How about that? Give us the team.
Oh, gosh.
By the way-
Cincinnati.
Nate Anderson.
Okay, there you
Ken
go.
Anderson
Ken
against
Got
the
2 more.
49ers.
2 more.
Give us a team.
I just gave you a team.
Matt,
Yeah.
30 seconds ago was like,
Yeah.
we can get this.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
Charge.
Now he
Anybody
needs a team.
no, Charge didn't play. No, that was Stan Humphries. He was 16.
Stan Humphries might have been 14.
He was
I'm going to
16.
say
He was-
Jake
He was
DeLone.
16.
No.
Yeah.
No, not
This
Jake
team,
DeLone.
this team won it in the 2000s.
Okay.
Oh,
in the
they won it.
2000s. And
Oh,
and they won it.
Big Ben.
Johnson, Bucks.
Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson.
You got
14.
one. You're missing 1 more.
Okay, that was early
What
2000s.
about the Ravens?
Yeah, yeah,
what
2000.
number was Dilfer with the Ravens?
Like 8, 10.
No, he was 12, I think.
This one right here. This.
We're going back in time now.
No, this one right here. It cut me to the white meat. Neil O'Donnell.
Oh, that's funny.
Right. Oh my God, that's right.
That's a good one.
I never would have
So
guessed.
only one of them's won, though.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Big
Wow,
Sirs.
that's not good for Sam.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Sam Darnold led the NFL in turnovers this year. I know he's had a great season.
And what did you say?
But
The
he's been
total
prone
was
to turn
20?
20, I believe.
Wow.
And that includes fumbles.
Yeah, more than Geno Smith.
Yeah, and Geno threw the most interceptions. But that, that's not
Might
good.
scare you a little bit.
All right, I had it the other way around. Craig Morton did start for the Broncos.
Okay.
And
He was number 7
came
then.
in.
He was number 14 for the Cowboys. He was number 7 with the Broncos. Norris Weiss came in for him.
So you were wrong.
I was wrong.
Oh.
He is 14. He is
Yeah,
number 14.
But it's just classic that you like. I had no idea that he would. There's just no way he started that game. But anyway, that's classic. Now here's the other one. Just speaking of jerseys, not jersey numbers. When we find out New England versus Seattle, what color jerseys they are
legendary Norris Weiss, by the way.
Yeah, that is.
I would think that's already out.
I think that whoever had the better record gets. Don't they
Because
choose?
I think Seattle gets to call the coin toss. So that means they're wearing the dark jersey, which would have been the home team, I guess. So white jerseys, it has been announced. Yes, it has been announced.
Yeah, so it's going to be the Pats in white.
Yeah, Pats in white, Seattle in the dark, and I believe that they will get to call the coin toss. But anyway, white jerseys for New England, all time for teams that wear the white jersey. 37-22 in Super Bowls, 16-5 in the last 21, and the Pats are 5-0 in their white jerseys so far this season. So we'll see whether or not that's going to mean anything. They've won 4 Super Bowls wearing, 3 Super Bowls of the last 4 wearing white.
Wow.
And they also had Tom Brady as their quarterback back then.
They had that.
Bill Belichick.
That had something to do with it.
right?
Speaking of Super Bowl, we should quickly take a prop, or do you want to leave that to a next segment?
So let's get somebody on a hold, okay?
I think we should break.
Yeah,
and have
so-
more time in the last segment. So somebody call right now at 641-1010.
And so basically, we're asking you for 3 prop questions. You got to get all 3 of them right to get in the drawing, and we'll give away a handful of swag courtesy of our beer partners, Matt the Corona Cat. We will do that coming up, 641-1010. Dial the phone, and JJ will get you on hold.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios, brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, celebrating our 49th annual Valentine's Day sale. Come see our hand-picked inventory of thousands of pieces of fine jewelry, diamonds, and gemstones. This Valentine's Day, we have big discounts with jewelry for any budget. And with interest-free financing, you'll get the jewelry you love with a monthly payment you can afford. Monahans will also give you cash for your unwanted gold or silver, or trade it in for new jewelry and get greater value. Monahan Jewelers Valentine's Day sale with big savings in our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
I'm starting to realize being a homeowner isn't all upside, Jason.
I mean, it does give you a place to live.
Yeah, but now suddenly I need to know the names of all the people I need to look after my house.
Like who?
Like if my air conditioner breaks in the middle of the heat wave, I need to know who I call to fix it.
That's me. You know me.
But what if my water heater dies or my toilet backs up?
That would also be me. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Okay, fine, but what about my duct cleaning and my water filtration and my sewer drain? Where am I going to find all those guys if something goes wrong? I'm just a guy with a house and a dream and...
This pair of sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing is the only name you need to know. Our club members even get 2 free visits a year, so you know we're there when you need us.
Well, that's cool.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
New year, new lifetime dreams. Let's build them together. Jeff Breyer here with the Lifetime family of companies, your local backyard
and indoor
home improvement specialists.
That's right, Dad. Lifetime enclosures, Lifetime flooring, and Lifetime windows.
Glass and screen enclosures, outdoor kitchens, pergolas, replacement windows, all to enhance your home's livability and value.
And a huge flooring showroom with thousands of the latest tile, LVP, hardwood, and carpet selections to help you fall in love with your home again.
Come experience the Lifetime difference. Call or visit one of our showrooms today for our limited Lifetime offers.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Staying active no matter your age is key to living life at its fullest. Rebound Rehabilitation wants you to know they can get you back up to speed and back in the game pain-free. Rebound Rehabilitation with 12 locations across the First Coast with top-of-the-line therapists ready to assist you. Neck and back pain, hip, knee, or foot pain, they can help. Excellent patient care combined with the highest quality and rehabilitation services. Look for a Rebound Rehab location near you and get back in the game. ReboundRehab.com.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. I mean, mop drop. Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop. A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. The Weekend Rewind, brought to you by Cycles of Jacksonville, the big boy toy store for big boy toys.
What happened this weekend?
The Gators smack Alabama.
Bradshaw, a high arcing three, will rattle around and down. What a clean offensive play. Wow, look at Bradshaw.
Will he go 100 again? Like, we have 4 weeks, the 4 in a row.
They're not going to stop trying to score.
Justin Rose smokes the field.
Justin Rose in a runaway at Torrey Pines.
Boxer loses his lid.
Is it coming off? What is happening here? It is.
Oh, wow.
He's losing his hair. This before, but a fighter is getting the hair knocked off his head, Sergio.
Wow. That's social media. That's like a cartoon.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
All right, just admit it. Has anybody ever lost a toupee before? Huh? Admit it. Anybody?
One of my friends did.
Yeah?
But it's only after you got in an argument with a girlfriend of his. Not a girlfriend, a girlfriend.
I heard she ripped it off
She
and threw
ripped
it
it
out.
off and threw it out his window.
Like the 3rd story.
Yeah.
Something like that. It just
It's funny because he was trying to he was dating a girl and then he found out that she was bald. She like shaved her head.
And he broke up.
He's bald. He broke up with her. Which he didn't understand that, you're bald.
What a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. So Jarrell Miller, okay?
Big Baby Miller.
Did you see this? Big Baby. He's in a part of the fight card and big heavyweight. And basically, instead of the dude knocking his block off, the dude knocked his toupee right off of his head.
Slowly, it's
And
like peeling back.
His
Yeah.
toupee started flying in the ring.
You mean like gradually over time?
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
just
God,
kept
that's
punching
awesome.
him, kept punching him, and
That's
finally
fantastic.
the hair comes loose, and he rips it off and he throws it into the stands, which is just beautiful. You might as well have fun at that point. But Big Baby, Jarrell Miller, with the hair flapping in the wind inside the ring. Just one of the weekend rewinds. And I tell you what, the Gators put it on. The Tide, 72 points in the paint. Some kind of impressive, that's for sure. All right, let's see how impressive William is. Each day we'll offer some prop bets to our XL Primetimers. William, welcome in. How you doing, bud?
What's going on, y'all? Doing pretty good here on a Monday.
All right, great. Now, listen, we're going to ask 3 questions of you. You got to run the table on these, and then you go on the drawing, okay? You cool with that?
Easy as that. Let's do it.
All right, so first offensive play, pretty simple. Will it be a run or a pass, William?
Give me a run here.
All right, that's odds are much greater in your
Smart.
favor, so why not go for that? First turnover of the game. First turnover of the game, will it be a fumble, interception, turnover on downs, or a missed field goal?
Give me a Sam Darnold interception.
Okay. After you just heard that stat earlier, not bad, William. All right, one more for you, big man. This is from off the field, okay? Which Bay Area landmark will be shown first, the Golden Gate Bridge or Alcatraz?
It's got to be the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay. Again, smart man. He played the minus 500 odds, and I don't blame him at all. All right, bro. You are in the running, and we'll have fun all week long with some prop bets, and you go in, and hopefully you're one of the guys who gets them all right. Okay? Good luck, bud.
Sweet. Thank you, guys.
All right,
You know what they might do is actually do like a Stephon Diggs type intro story and show Alcatraz and be like, he might end up there after the game.
That's true.
We just saw Leon and I just saw the toupee.
Did you see it? It was the best.
Fantastic.
He got rocked with
And
like
every
2
time,
shots
bam!
to the head, too, man.
He won the fight.
He won the fight?
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Big baby.
Because he got rocked with those 3 hits, man.
Unbelievable. All right, let's say hello to Helmets and Heel.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Lauren Brooks joins us now as we get ready for Helmets and Heels. And again, just free advice to not the Williams of the world who just called us, but if you do have a toupee, don't take it into the boxing ring with you, okay?
When I saw that headline, I literally was like, I'm not even going to look at this. I don't even want to see
It's
what
hilarious.
but I ended up seeing it.
And it was a pretty tight toupee, was it not, Big Stars?
It was, but he went. The mindset was vanity, so he came in there with the wrong approach.
Plus, the guy he was fighting was looking at him and just like going, what?
Well, every time he hit him, you're like, oh my God, I'm knocking his hair right off of his head. All right,
Were you watching it live?
No.
Okay.
I saw it on social. It was just
that's
the
where I
best.
saw it too. But I was like, I cannot even imagine if you're there
Yeah.
and like,
That
hair
was-
is flying.
Well, he threw it in the crowd.
Yeah. Oh, he
yeah,
did.
that's
That's a nice souvenir.
That's just no, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
that's
that is.
different kind of
Sweaty
prop.
and glue. And
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how they attach it because it's just this nice, clean dome.
Glue?
Yeah, exactly.
no
That is
idea
it. I don't know. That glue that doesn't rip your skin off. I have no idea. All right, what's coming up?
Yeah, well, I went to the Gator basketball game yesterday
a
in
good
Gainesville.
game.
It was fantastic. Have you been to Exact Tech?
The
since
Exact Tech is beautiful.
Since they renovated?
Yeah. And so I like the atmosphere. Obviously, if you were too high up, it was not a good experience. Much better now.
Yeah.
And the performance much better.
Oh, absolutely. The performance was fantastic. So, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll also talk some NFL. Matt, have you been since it's been renovated?
I have. It's
It
nice.
is so much nicer.
Very nice.
I mean, I liked the old Odom, but yeah, super
Yeah.
nice. So, yeah, we'll get into all that.
All right, that sounds good. We appreciate it. We will be listening.
This is not a toupee.
Yeah, not real. It's real. The way the Gators went out there, especially 72 points in the paint, is legit.
Yeah.
And they've been able to prove.
Jeez.
Yeah. And they still don't have.
We got to get into that later in the week. They might be able to go back to back again.
They're good. They just don't. They still do not have enough guys that you can count on from the outside, but they're still getting them from time to time. All right, we're done. Thanks to Mocama Beer Company. We appreciate them. Look for them in beautiful Fernandina Beach on South 8th as you're entering the historic area. And then, of course, check them out. If you're picking up some great craft from a local brew, you can find them Total, ABC, Publix, Target. You check them out, Mocama Beer Company. We're done. Big Sirs, Maddie, Joe C., and JJ.